Hi, my name is Emily. My passion project was on the stigma surrounding mental health. My main focus was to put an end to the stigma by advocating for people struggling with mental illnesses and spreading awareness to educate the public on this critical matter. For a long time, mental health was not talked about, and it was basically pushed aside, didn't exist. But over time, it became a thing that people began to acknowledge because it was compromising our ideal view as a society, and it needed to be fixed. However, the early solutions ended up causing more damage rather than helping because it created a stigma surrounding mental health that was shaped by fear, misunderstanding, and altered attitudes towards what was considered normal or acceptable behavior. You see, the issue was that people didn't know how to handle or approach mental illness because it made people different, and society doesn't like to accept different. They rather conceal it. People who showed symptoms of mental illnesses were separated from society because they were seen as incompetent or not capable of living to normal standards. Often people were confined in cruel ways, such as locked away in asylums and physically restrained. People with mental illnesses were treated as outcasts in institutions where they went through dehumanizing treatments such as lobotomies and electroshock therapy. You were simply no longer a person. You were a patient with lots of issues. Disorders like depression, anxiety, schizophrenia were seen as signs of personal weakness and not fit for success or social productivity. Hurtful words like crazy, insane, psycho, lunatic were used to describe people with mental illnesses. Although regulations and ethical standards were put into place to stop cruel treatments and more practical practices evolved, mental health was still associated with a negative perception. People fear being labeled as weak or mentally ill for seeking help, and therapy is still seen as something for broken people. They don't want to be judged or seen as less than others. The stigma around mental health is costing millions of lives. And cultural ideas about strength, self-reliance, and the fear of vulnerability is playing a big role in prolonging the stigma. The growing influence of the media has helped reshape public attitudes, which is why for my project, I used Instagram, a social media platform, to spread awareness on the issues the stigma around mental illness is fostering. I also wanted to create a safe space for people where they could comfortably conversate with others about their experiences and thoughts. I posted daily words of affirmations, which are very helpful. Shared information about mental health, resources, hotline numbers. I also posted healthy coping strategies and uploaded polls for people to participate. The polls were meant for people to see that a lot of other people can relate to them. And it makes people feel validated and understood. The best part for me was seeing people coming together to support each other. It made me really happy to see people realize that they are not alone and understand that it is okay to ask for help. This project allowed me to create a place for people to learn about mental health, share, and relate with others, which is one step closer in reducing the stigma. Thank you.